Europe is known for its cities and landscapes, but few realize it's also home to wild cats. Beyond the familiar deer and foxes, elusive felines still roam the continent. These aren't lions or tigers, but smaller secretive predators, masters of stealth rarely seen by humans. From Scotland's highlands to Spain's plains, these cats have survived centuries of change. They are the silent hunters, the ghosts of Europe's forests. Their existence is a reminder that wildness endures, even in modern Europe. This is the story of Europe's hidden felines. Most of us know only the domestic cat, but wild relatives still prowl the shadows. These wild cats are a living link to a wilder past. Their survival shows remarkable resilience and adaptability. They cling to the last wild places, navigating shrinking habitats and human encroachment. Join us as we uncover the lives of Europe's three native wild cats: the European wildcat, the Eurasian lynx, and the critically endangered Iberian lynx. These are Europe's wild cats. Their story is waiting to be told. The domestic cat is everywhere, but Europe's wild cats are a different story. These are not feral pets, but true wild species with unique roles in their ecosystems. The European wildcat is powerfully built, untamable, and solitary. The Eurasian lynx, with tufted ears and long legs, is a specialist deer hunter of the northern forests. Once nearly extinct, the lynx is now making a comeback. In the southwest, the Iberian lynx, boldly spotted and rabbit-dependent, fights for survival in Spain and Portugal. Its recovery is a symbol of conservation success. Each cat is a distinct product of evolution, shaping and maintaining Europe's wild landscapes. Forgetting them means losing a vital part of Europe's natural heritage. They are the continent's top predators, essential to ecosystem health. It's time to rediscover Europe's original wild cats. Meet the European wildcat, widespread yet rarely seen. It resembles a large tabby, but is more robust, with a thick, bushy tail marked by black rings. This is no stray pet, but a pure spirit of the wilderness. Once common across Europe, wildcats have been pushed into remote forests by centuries of deforestation and hunting. Today, their range is fragmented, with strongholds in the Scottish Highlands, Carpathians, and forests of Germany, Spain, and Portugal. The wildcat is a master of camouflage, blending into the dappled forest light. Seeing one in the wild is a rare privilege. Its presence is a living link to Europe's ancient, untamed forests. The wildcat's survival is a testament to its adaptability. It remains a symbol of the wild even as its world shrinks. In the last wild places, it continues its solitary existence. The European wildcat is truly the ghost of the forest. The European wildcat is a solitary, fiercely territorial hunter. Males patrol vast territories, marking boundaries with scent. Females hold smaller, overlapping ranges. They spend days hidden in dens, emerging at dusk to hunt. With sharp senses and silent movement, wildcats stalk small mammals, rabbits, voles, mice, using patience and stealth. A sudden burst of speed and a powerful bite dispatch their prey. Wildcats also hunt birds, lizards, and insects, adapting to whatever food is available. This adaptability is key to survival in changing environments. Every night is a test of skill and instinct. Unlike domestic cats, wildcats earn every meal through cunning and strength. Their role as rodent controllers is vital to the ecosystem. Life in the wild is relentless, demanding constant vigilance. The wildcat's existence is a world apart from its domestic cousins. It survives by its wits alone in the forest. Despite their resilience, European wildcats face a perilous future. Habitat loss and fragmentation continue as forests shrink and roads divide their territory. Isolated populations struggle to find mates and maintain genetic diversity. Roads are deadly barriers, with many wildcats killed by traffic. The greatest threat now comes from domestic cats. Hybridization erodes the wildcat's unique genetics. In some regions, pure wildcats are nearly gone, replaced by hybrids. Conservationists fight back with feral cat control and protected zones. Protecting ancient woodlands and creating habitat corridors is crucial. Public awareness is key to saving the wildcat's identity. The European wildcat is a vital part of Europe's natural heritage. Losing it would mean losing a piece of the continent's wild soul. Deep in Europe's remote woodlands lives the Eurasian lynx, the continent's third largest predator. With long legs, large paws, and a powerful build, the lynx is built for stealth and survival. Its coat changes with the seasons, providing perfect camouflage. Distinctive features include a ruff of fur around its cheeks, black ear tufts, and a short, black-tipped tail. The Eurasian lynx once ranged from the Atlantic to the Pacific, thriving in dense forests and rugged terrain. Its large paws act as snowshoes, giving it an edge in winter. Despite its size, the lynx is elusive and rarely seen. Mostly active at dawn and dusk, it melts into the shadows by day. Even in healthy populations, sightings are rare. Often only tracks reveal its presence. The lynx is a true phantom of the forest, a symbol of Europe's wild heart. Its survival is a testament to the enduring mystery of Europe's wilderness. The Eurasian lynx is a highly specialized predator. Unlike the European wildcat, the lynx is equipped to take down animals much larger than itself. Its diet consists mainly of ungulates, like the roe deer. A single lynx can consume a deer every week, making it a highly efficient hunter. Its hunting strategy is one of pure stealth and ambush. It uses its keen eyesight and hearing to locate a target, then uses the natural cover to stalk its quarry. In a blur of motion, it will leap onto the back of the deer, delivering a swift and precise bite to the throat. Once the kill is made, the lynx will often drag the carcass to a secluded spot. It patrols a vast home range, depending on the availability of food. This solitary hunter is the undisputed master of its domain. The Eurasian lynx in Europe faced centuries of persecution, driven by misunderstanding and fear. Seen as a threat to game and livestock, they were hunted relentlessly. Bounties and habitat loss pushed them to near extinction in Western and Central Europe by the mid-20th century. They survived only in remote areas. Starting in the 1970s, attitudes shifted, leading to ambitious reintroduction projects. Lynx were captured from stable populations and released back into their former habitats. These efforts have seen slow but steady success. Today, the lynx is making a comeback, a testament to conservation and coexistence. The return of the Eurasian lynx is more than just a conservation success story. It is a vital step in restoring the health and balance of Europe's forest ecosystems. As a top predator, the lynx plays a role that no other animal can. It is what ecologists call a keystone species, meaning its presence has a disproportionately large effect on its natural environment relative to its abundance. The removal of a keystone species can cause an entire ecosystem to change dramatically, or even collapse. Its reintroduction, therefore, is about rebuilding the entire natural structure of the forest. The primary way the lynx shapes its environment is by regulating the populations of its main prey, roe deer and chamois. Without a natural predator, deer populations can explode. This leads to overgrazing, where the deer eat so many young trees and shrubs that the forest has trouble regenerating. This, in turn, affects countless other species, from insects that rely on specific plants to birds that need the undergrowth for nesting. By keeping deer numbers in check, the lynx helps the forest to thrive, creating a healthier, more diverse habitat for all the other plants and animals that live there. Furthermore, the presence of a predator like the lynx changes the behavior of the deer themselves. This is often called the ecology of fear. When deer know that a lynx is in the area, they become more vigilant and avoid staying in one place for too long, especially in open areas where they are more vulnerable. This means they browse more lightly and move around more, which gives young plants a chance to grow. The carcass of a lynx's kill also provides a vital food source for a wide range of scavengers, from foxes and badgers to birds like jays and eagles, especially during the lean winter months. The lynx, therefore, is not just a hunter, it is a forest guardian. Its return helps to create more resilient and biodiverse landscapes that are better able to withstand the pressures of climate change and other environmental challenges. The ongoing conservation efforts to protect and connect lynx populations across Europe are not just about saving a single charismatic species. They are about restoring a fundamental natural process that has been missing for over a century. Welcoming the lynx back is a commitment to a wilder, healthier, and more complete European wilderness for future generations. We travel south to the Iberian Peninsula, home to Europe's rarest feline, the Iberian lynx. Smaller and leaner than its Eurasian cousin, it's adapted to the unique Mediterranean scrubland. The Lynx pardinus has a stunning spotted coat, providing camouflage amongst the bushes and grasses. With its beard-like ruff, long ear tufts and intense gaze, it's a jewel of the Mediterranean. Once widespread, the Iberian lynx faced a catastrophic decline due to habitat loss and hunting. By the 21st century, fewer than 100 remained, making it the most threatened cat on Earth. Habitat loss, infrastructure, and illegal hunting pushed the species to the brink. Its dependence on a single prey species made it vulnerable to environmental changes. The fate of the Iberian lynx is inextricably linked to the fate of one animal, the European rabbit. This cat is one of the most specialized predators in the world. Rabbits make up over 90% of its diet. Its entire hunting strategy, its body size, its energy needs, and even its reproductive cycle are all finely tuned to the availability of this one prey species. While it will occasionally take ducks or partridges if the opportunity arises, it cannot survive without a healthy, abundant population of rabbits. This dietary specialization is its greatest strength, but it has also become its greatest weakness in the modern world. During the 20th century, two devastating viral diseases swept through Europe's rabbit populations. First came myxomatosis in the 1950s, followed by rabbit hemorrhagic disease in the late 1980s. These outbreaks wiped out millions of rabbits across the Iberian Peninsula, in some areas reducing their numbers by over 90%. For the lynx, this was a catastrophe. Its primary food source vanished almost overnight. The lynx began to starve. Females were unable to raise their kittens successfully, and the population went into a freefall. The hunter was left without its prey, a specialist adrift in a suddenly empty world. This dependence on rabbits also dictates where the lynx can live. It needs a specific type of habitat, a mosaic landscape of dense Mediterranean scrubland for cover and breeding dens interspersed with open patches of grassland where rabbits feed. As modern agriculture and forestry practices changed the landscape, this perfect mosaic began to disappear. Vast areas were converted into monocultures of olive groves or pine plantations, which offer neither the cover nor the food the lynx needs to survive. Its world was not only becoming empty of prey, but the very structure of its home was being dismantled around it. The remaining lynx were pushed into smaller and more fragmented pockets of suitable habitat. This isolation was a critical blow. The two surviving populations in Andalusia were completely cut off from each other, unable to interbreed. This led to a severe loss of genetic diversity, a dangerous situation known as an extinction vortex. With a limited gene pool, the lynx became more susceptible to diseases and genetic defects, further reducing their ability to adapt and survive. By the year 2002, the Iberian lynx was staring into the abyss, a species on the absolute brink of being lost forever. The Iberian lynx faced imminent extinction. Governments and conservation organizations launched a massive recovery program. A captive breeding program was established. In 2005, kittens were born in captivity for the first time. Conservationists worked to restore the lynx's habitat. This effort involved restoring the rabbit populations. In 2010, captive-bred lynx were released back into restored habitats. These reintroductions have been a stunning success. The population has grown to over 1,600 today. The Iberian lynx has been pulled back from the brink. Its story is a testament to what can be achieved when people come together to save a species. Our journey takes us to the Caucasus Mountains of southern Russia. Here we find the Persian leopard, a magnificent and powerful predator, far larger than any native cat we've seen so far, a ghost from the mountains, holding on to a tiny outpost on the European continent. The Persian leopard, or Panthera pardus tulliana, is one of the largest leopard subspecies. Its coat is a pale, creamy yellow, adorned with classic rosette patterns for camouflage. Built for navigating steep terrain and taking down large prey, the primary range of the Persian leopard lies far from Europe, across the mountains of Iran, Afghanistan, and Central Asia. A small, isolated population clings to survival in the Caucasus region, thought to be extinct in the Russian Caucasus, wiped out by poaching and habitat loss. But camera trap images suggest the impossible. A few leopards may have survived. The ghost of the southern mountains was stirring once more. The rediscovery of the Persian leopard in the Russian Caucasus sparked excitement and initiated an ambitious conservation program. If these magnificent cats were to have any future in Europe, they would need significant help. Historical pressures, poaching and conflict with livestock herders were still present. A bold plan was needed to reinforce their fragile foothold on the continent. This led to a groundbreaking reintroduction project, a joint effort between the Russian government and conservation organizations like WWF. Leopards from captivity and Iran were brought to a breeding and rehabilitation center. Cubs would be raised by their mothers with minimal human contact, developing natural skills for the wild. The goal was a self-sustaining population of at least 50 leopards. Since 2016, captive-bred leopards have been released into the Caucasus Biosphere Reserve. Each leopard is fitted with a satellite collar, allowing scientists to track its every move and adaptation. The return of the leopard is about restoring a lost piece of Europe's natural heritage. The sight of a Persian leopard roaming free is a powerful symbol of rewilding. Today, Europe has the wildcat, 2 lynx species and a few leopards in Russia, but something is missing: the truly giant cats. To understand why, we must journey back to the Pleistocene epoch, the Ice Age. Europe was home to megafauna, including spectacular big cats like the cave lion, larger than today's African lions. The scimitar-toothed cat also roamed, adapted for hunting large herbivores. Europe also had its own leopard subspecies and, surprisingly, a primitive cheetah. So what happened to them? Around 12,000 years ago, the Ice Age ended, transforming Europe's landscape. Grasslands disappeared, replaced by forests. Many large herbivores and the specialist predators that depended on them, like the cave lion and scimitar-toothed cat, went extinct. The end of the Ice Age was the first major blow to Europe's big cats. Lions adapted and continued to roam the southern parts of Europe for thousands of years, becoming a part of the classical world. However, the rise of human civilization created a new and even more relentless pressure. Forests were cleared for agriculture, settlements expanded, and wild lands were converted into pastures for livestock. This destroyed the habitats that the remaining lions needed to survive. This habitat loss was compounded by direct persecution from humans. By around the 2nd century AD, the last native wild lions of Europe had been wiped out from their final stronghold in Greece. The Europe we see today is a landscape profoundly shaped by our own history. Our journey across Europe has revealed a continent where the wild spirit of the cat endures. From the Scottish Highlands to the snowy forest where the Eurasian lynx is making its comeback, we've seen wildness still has a foothold here. These cats are the living soul of Europe's last wild places. They are the silent hunters, the top predators that bring balance to their ecosystems. Their survival is a measure of our ability to coexist with nature. Protecting them is a responsibility we all share. It means protecting the forests and rivers they call home. It means fostering a culture of coexistence, where a predator is a sign of a healthy environment. Their survival matters because it proves we can choose a better future. The wildcats of Europe are a legacy of a wilder time, a reminder of nature's power that persists even in our modern world. By ensuring their survival, we are protecting the very essence of wilderness itself.